Do you guys like my little witchy mug? When you put like hot tea in it, it looks like a potion because all the steam comes out, but I've let it sit for too long while I did my makeup. Hey guys, what's up? It's Belle. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, and if you've come back, thank you so much. Today, you guys, we are doing our October TBR, but I'm super excited for this one because I thought I would do something a little bit different. And because this month I specifically want to be reading like spookier reads, Halloween type books, I knew the books that I wanted on my TBR, but I had so many that I thought, maybe I should get someone to help me pick. And I thought, who better than my absolute baby, my baby boy. Let me go get him, he's run away. Who better than my little boy? This is Teddy. He is a little boy to me, but he's not really. He is 12 years old. He is the cutest little baby boy. He is a Maltese cross Lasso Apso, if you're familiar with the breed. And he is just my little bear, and I love him so much. So what I actually got him to do is I grouped off the books that I wanted to pick for this month, and I sort of put them on the floor, and I got him to pick which one he wanted. So you will get to see what he picked in a little moment. We had some fun, hey, and you had one too many treats. Maybe that's why he's so tired now, because we've had a lot of treats this morning, hey? Yeah? All right, I'll let you go down. Alrighty, you guys, we got quite a few books to get through today, so let's get comfy, let's get cozy, and let's get right on into the video. We've gone for a bit of a wet look today, a little bit of a spooky wet look. I don't know if it's translating on camera, but anyways, before we get into what Teddy chose between, there are a couple of new releases coming out this month that I'm keeping my eye on that are on my priority TBR. These are just going to be in order of release date. So the first one that I'm super excited for is the Wicked re-release with the movie tie-in cover. So for those who do not know, there is a very well-loved musical called Wicked. It does follow the story of Glinda the Good and Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, and it sort of is about their backstories, how they meet before they ended up where you sort of see them in The Wizard of Oz. It's a very beloved musical. However, the book actually came first, and if you have seen the trailer floating around, you know that the movie does come out this Thanksgiving, and I'm so excited to get my hands on it. I've been wanting to read the book for a very long time, and of course, any excuse to get a book cover with Miss Ariana and Miss Cynthia on the front cover. I'm the biggest Wicked fan ever, and I'm so excited, so that's definitely one of them. The next one is going to be Promise Me Not, and this is by Megan Brandy. This is the sequel to Say You Swear, which, oh my gosh, you guys, I think this was my favorite book of either like June or May. It was just, I think it was June. It was like literally so good. I can't believe how much I loved it. It was just sitting on my shelf for such a long time. This one is about one of the other people in the friend group. I don't know if it's her brother or if it's about somebody else, but I'm so excited to get my hands on that. I believe this comes out on the 8th of October. The next one is going to be Holding the Reins, and this is by Paisley Hope. I have seen this floating around everywhere, especially in the US and the UK. It is being released here in Australia on the 15th of October, and I'm so excited. This is like, everyone has said that this is like giving them the same feels as like Chestnut Springs, and that is a very hard feeling to replicate because Chestnut Springs is one of my absolute favorites of all time. And finally, we have The Striker by Anna Huang. This is coming out on October 22nd, I believe. I'm so excited for this book. I can't wait to see what Anna does with the sports romance. So yes, very excited for those four. So those are the ones I know that I'm going to be picking up when they come. Alrighty, so let's get into what I gave Ted to choose between. So I picked 12 books, so I gave him like 6 sets of options, if that makes sense. So the first 2 books I decided to put 2 like cute fall spooky romances together. So these options were This Spells Love, and this is by Kate Robb. I hope it's Kate Robb, not Katie Robb. I have seen this floating around a little bit. Apparently this is about like what would you do if there was a spell that would make you like travel back in time and fix what you broke, sort of thing. Have you ever had a breakup so bad you wish the whole relationship had never happened? Well, Gemma's wish has come true. After one too many margaritas lead to her mystical aunt reading out a drunken spell, she wakes up in a parallel world where she didn't give years of her life to the wrong man. That's super cool. But you know what they say, be careful what you wish for, because not only is her boring ex out of the picture, but her extremely attractive male best friend also has no idea who she is. This is very much like gonna play on the premise of like, you know, if you go back and change things or whatever, you step on a butterfly. Like I don't know, this just sounds so good. The other option that I gave him was A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. So this one says, Mariel is prophesied to be the most powerful witch seen in centuries, but she prefers first baking bread to brewing potions. When a spell goes very wrong, Mariel finds herself staring down a demon, one she inadvertently summoned for a soul bargain. So this just sounds super cute as well. I can tell it's going to give me more cozy vibes. And this one's gonna be, I don't know, like real, I feel it's gonna tug at the heartstrings. And I love like a best friends to lovers. I do love. So let's see what Teddy picked. Okay. I have to put these down, but oh, maybe Isaac, you can hold him while I put them down and then he can come and get them. Okay, so we're picking between A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon and This Spells Love. Okay, he's so keen. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Go on. What? Which one is he gonna eat first? Oh, good boy. Did you eat it? Did you eat it or did you knock it off? You ate it. Okay. So the first one is A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. So he went with A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I'm so excited to read this, you guys. Like I said, I feel like it's just gonna give me all the cozy, like spooky, but like also a bit like rom-com vibes. And I have heard quite a few people just give this nothing but good reviews. So that is book number 1 for October. Okay, the next 2 books that I got Teddy to pick between are fantasy, romantasy, but like bit witchy, bit spooky. So the first book that I got him to look at was Half a Soul, and this is by Olivia Atwitter. Now, I have seen this floating around so much, especially recently, and it's supposed to be like if Bridgerton met like romantasy vibes, like fantasy vibes. So I'll give you a synopsis at the back. This says, it's difficult to find a husband in Regency England when you're a young lady with only half a soul. Ever since she was cursed by a fairy, Theodora Eddings has had no sense of fear or embarrassment, a condition which makes her prone to accidental scandal. Dora hopes to be a quiet, sensible wallflower during the London season. Oh, I want to read this! But after a strange, handsome, and utterly uncouth lord uncovers her condition, she is instead drawn into dangerous and peculiar fairy affairs. Oh, I want to read this. This is giving Bridgerton, okay? And then the second option that I gave Teddy was The Crimson Moth, and this is by Kristen, oh my gosh, Ciccarelli. I really hope that I'm saying that correctly. Again, this is one that I have heard nothing but good things. I just feel like everybody who, you know, has read this says that it is so bingeable, so addictive, obviously witchy vibes, enemies to lovers, romantasy, and the writing's nice and big too, which I love in these big chunk of books. So let's see which one Teddy picks. Okay, so either The Crimson Moth or Half a Soul. Let's see what he picks. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, he's favoring the left. Did you eat it? Don't eat this one. It's like he's inhaling them and he's not even chewing. I'm like not even seeing him chew. Okay, so he's picked The Crimson Moth. After reading the back of both books, I'm actually kind of sad that he didn't pick Half a Soul, but that's okay. We are going to add The Crimson Moth to the TBR. I'm very excited for both of these books, but yeah, I just feel like this is going to give me all the witchy, cozy October vibes that I'm looking for. Alrighty, the next 2 books that I got Teddy to choose between were both thrillers, because I did say to you guys that I'm saving my spooky, like thriller, horror, dark romances for this month. So the books that I got him to choose between were The Inmate by Frida McFadden. You guys know I've been loving Frida this year. I hadn't read anything from her until this year, but pretty much every book has been a slay. Except for One by One. I didn't love that, but it was still good. This one is one that I've actually heard like mixed opinions of. I feel like people either love this or they don't. So this says, the guiltiest people aren't always the ones behind bars. As a new nurse practitioner at a maximum security prison, Brooke Sullivan is taught 3 crucial rules. 1, treat all prisoners with respect. 2, never reveal any personal information. 3, never become too friendly with the inmates. But nobody knows that Brooke has already broken the rules. So excited. So that's that one. And the second thriller that he got to choose between was The Only One Left, and this is by Riley Sager. This is another one that is so popular. I sort of put 2 up together that I just know everyone has sort of loved. So this one says, everyone believes that Lenora Hope is a mass murderer. When the Hope family was massacred decades ago, she was the only one left alive after that tragic night. Mute, paralyzed, and confined to a wheelchair, Lenora has never been able to tell her side of the story, until her new living caregiver, Kit, gives her a typewriter, and with one working finger, Lenora begins to type, "I want to tell you everything." Wow, that sounds good too. That's like sort of giving me Verity vibes. So The Inmate or The Only One Left, let's see what Teddy picks. Go away. So the next two we have The Inmate, or we have The Only One Left. Oh, he went on that one first. Okay, good boy. Here you go. Here. Okay, he's picked The Only One Left. Alright, so Tedsko has picked The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Literally just reading the back to you guys just before got me so excited, and I was low-key hoping that he was going to pick this one, so I cannot wait to get my hands on this and to sink my teeth into it. The next two books aren't that similar in genre, but they both have like paranormal fantasy elements to them. So the first book that I have is The first book that I have is How Does It Feel? This is by Janine O'Reilly. Now, I've seen this one gain a lot of momentum and popularity over the last couple of months, especially on TikTok. This one here is a romantasy. I believe it is about fairies. So let's read the back. So this one says, when a trip into the forest to collect a rare mushroom for her research goes horribly wrong, biologist Callie Peterson finds herself falling through a fairy portal and straight into the arms of the unseelie Fae Prince. The dangerously unhinged and viciously handsome unseelie Fae Prince. He thinks she's an assassin sent by the humans to kill him, not a scientist, and he imprisons her in his realm, where unwittingly, his obsession with her begins to grow. Oh, this is gonna be good. Then the second option that I have is one that I have been saving all year, and I was so very kindly and graciously sent this, and this is You're So Dead to Me, and this is by Stephanie Holmes. Stephanie reached out to me earlier this year and they said, would you like to receive a copy of this book? And I said, yes, please. And look at the amazing sprayed edges as well. It is just giving spooky vibes. From my memory, this is a white shoes with ghosts, and there is amazing disability rep. So let me read. Oh, look at these M pages, you guys. So this is what the synopsis is, okay? It says, what do you do when 3 hot possessive ghosts want to jump your bones? I'm Brie and I see dead people. Not all dead people, only those with unfinished business. They're everywhere. I'll be eating my breakfast and a poison heiress glares at my Cheerios, and I can't even enjoy the wilderness without being accosted by chattering ex-hikers who don't understand which mushrooms are edible. I've returned to my hometown of Grimsdale to cat sit for my parents while I plan my next move. I'm looking forward to raiding their fridge, hanging out with their 2 mischievous kittens, and staying far, far away from anything supernatural. But I forgot that I am never alone in Grimsdale. The 3 ghosts I used to play with as a kid are back in my life again, only now I'm their age and they are infuriatingly attractive. This just sounds so unhinged and like perfect, like I feel like it's gonna be a nice palate cleanser between the heavy like thriller and like, you know, paranormal stuff. I think it's gonna be really funny. So How Does It Feel or You're So Dead to Me? Let's see which one Teddy picks. All right, Tedsko, next two is You're So Dead to Me or How Does It Feel? Come on. He's going straight to this one. Good boy. He's picked You're So Dead to Me. So Teddy ended up going with You're So Dead to Me. I cannot wait to finally read this, you guys. Like I said, I've been saving it all year and it just sounds like such a fun, silly, perfect Halloween book. And I think like these are the type of books that you live for, especially in the holiday season. I feel like they just really make it so much more atmospheric and vibey. So let's add it to the TBR. Guys, is anybody else so excited for Heartstopper Season 3? Because I am so excited. Okay, I've been listening to the soundtrack all morning. I just finished a reread. Oh, I love it. Okay, the next 2 books that I have in my hands are sort of thrillers, horror, like classic slasher film type of books, which I live for. If you guys haven't already sort of seen by the decor in my room, I'm a Halloween girly, okay? I'm like, as soon as it hits October, in September, the decorations come out. As soon as it hits October, it is like a horror movie every single night in my room, lights off, orange candles, like it's my thing. Anyways, the 2 books that we got Teddy to pick between this time were The Perfect Child. This is by Lucinda Berry. I actually was book faired this last year for my birthday and I didn't get around to it in October, which made me really, really sad. So I thought, let's see if we read it this year. This one I'm pretty sure is like creepy child realness, which I love. The back says, Christopher and Hannah are a happily married surgeon and nurse with picture-perfect lives. All that's missing is a child. When Janie, an abandoned 6-year-old, turns up at their hospital, Christopher forms an instant connection with her and he convinces Hannah they should take her home as their own. But Janie is no ordinary child and her damaged psyche proves to be more than her new parents were expecting. Janie is fiercely devoted to Christopher, but she acts out in increasingly disturbing ways, directing all her rage at Hannah. Unable to bond with Janie, Hannah is drowning under the pressure and Christopher refuses to see Janie's true nature. Yeah, so I feel like this is going to give me spooky kid creepy realness. So that's book number 1. The second option was The Blonde Dies First, and this is by Joelle Wellington. I haven't actually heard anything about this book, but I was at my local bookstore a couple of weeks ago and I saw it and I said, this is going to give me everything that I need. It's going to give me everything. So let's read the back. It says, being murdered was not on the summer bucket list. Devon is determined to give her twin sister Drew the best summer ever before she heads off to college, no matter the cost. So when a Ouija board is pulled out at an exclusive private party, the twins are game. After all, it's just a bit of harmless fun, right? Wrong. A demon has been released from the board and is hell-bent on hunting down Devon, Drew, and their friends. Now the group find themselves living out a slasher movie plot and everyone knows the blondes die first. Can they flip the script and become the hunters instead of the hunted, or will their best summer ever be their last? This sounds so stinking good. Like, this is just perfect classic. Oh, I'm so excited. So let's see which one Teddy picks. Okay. Up next is The Perfect Child or The Blonde Dies First. Come on. Good boy. That's good. Okay, so it's The Blonde Dies First. Good job. This is my son because he just knew that I wanted to read this so badly and he picked The Blonde Dies First. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. I just feel like this is going to be one that I'll probably read in the week leading up to Halloween because it is like that perfect vibe. So thank you, Ted. Let's add it to the TBR. And our lucky last selections are 2 dark romances, which I'm so excited to show you what they are. So the first option that we gave Ted was Leather and Luck by Brynne Weaver. This is the second book. I don't know what this series is called, but it comes after Butcher and Blackbird. Now this one, I have heard very, very, very mixed reviews on, and they vary dramatically. Like, I have seen people give this 5 stars, or I have seen people give it 1 or 2 stars. The back of this one says, every killer claims a soul, every phantom wants revenge. All contract killer Lachlan Kane wants is a quiet life, but when he botches a job for his boss, Lachlan knows he'll never claw his way out of the underworld. At least, not until Lark Montague offers him a deal. The catch? He has to marry her, and they can't stand each other. Period. I'm so excited. That just sounds so slay. I'm already in, you know. And the second option that we gave Ted was The Ritual, and this is by Chantel Tessier, another very, very popular book talk book. You guys know that I love like Cat and Mouse Duet and all those. I read so much dark romance last year and I really just haven't been vibing it this year. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this is going to be the one that's going to kick that like stigma, you know what I mean? And I'm very, very, very excited. The back of The Ritual says, The Chosen One. Barrington University is home of the Lords, a secret society that requires their blood in payment. They are above all the most powerful in the world. They devote their life to violence in exchange for power, and their senior year they are offered a chosen one. People think growing up with money is freeing, but I promise you it is not. My entire life has been planned out for me. I never got a chance to do what I wanted. But Riot, oh my god, Alexander Archer came along, what a stupid precarious name, and gave me an option for a better life. He offered me what no one else ever had, freedom. I chose to be his. I just feel like this is gonna be college romance vibes, but like deep, dark, spooky, culty vibes. So let's see which one Teddy picks between. Okay, lucky last 2. We have Leather and Luck, or we have The Ritual. Come on. Oh, good boy. You had to think before you grabbed it, hey. Okay, you can have the last one because you've been such a good boy today. Here. Okay, he went with The Ritual. Thanks, Ted. So Tedsko decided to go with The Ritual. This is a chunky monkey. Oh, that's a pretty page. What I love about all of these books that get printed off Amazon is they come with the most beautiful like chapter pages. This is like Haunting Adeline. I cannot wait to read this as well. It's going to be a big one. Maybe I'll put this in my reading vlog for this month because I know you guys want opinions on this. So let's add it to the TBR. All right, so Teddy Bear has picked a nice stack for us. I'll quickly run through them. So we have A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. We have The Crimson Moth, and this is by Kristen Ciccarelli. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Our thriller is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. We've got You're So Dead to Me, and this is by Stephanie Holmes. We've got The Blonde Dies First by Joelle Wellington. and of course, The Ritual by Chantal Tessier. Alrighty, you guys, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by again and sticking through all the way to the end. If you did, I really, really appreciate it. What is on your October TBR, you guys? Are you a spooky reader? Are you a fantasy reader? Are you a romance girly? Do you like even do seasonal reads? Let me know how you structure it, because I've seen a lot of people either like embrace the holiday spirit or they just continue on with what they usually read. So let me know what you read. And if you've read any of the books that I'm planning to read this month, because I definitely want to know your thoughts. As always, you guys, if you would like to, you are more than welcome to follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. I will leave my handles on the screen and in the description. And of course, if you aren't already, feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and make sure you are hitting the notification bell. That way you're notified each time a brand new video goes up. The next video, of course, you guys, will be my September reading wrap up. And I just need to tell you guys right now, September was such a good reading month for me. I read such a wide variety of genres. I found some really good books. I found a new all-time favorite book, and I'm so excited to share those thoughts with you, so make sure you are subscribed for that. Thank you guys so much again, wherever you are in the world. I hope you have a lovely day or a lovely night, and I will see you all next time. Bye.